Welcome to the how-to video for flash glass. You've received a tray, which is the push-button electronic device that flashes the flash. You'll need to get one AAA battery for that, and some flash cotton, and I used a little sparkle powder with mine. If you look at this tray closely, you'll see these little connectors here have a wire in between them, and there's a place on these connectors that if you squeeze this with a needle nose pliers, it will open up, and you can open both of them up and replace the wire. You don't need to replace the wire for probably 50 times until the wire burns through itself, which could be a long time. When you replace the wire, you open both of these connectors up, take them off, take a new wire, get one from your card here. You have 3 extra wires. You take one of those wires and take a little edge of it around this copper wire and twist it around there just like you would any electrical wires together, about 3 or 4 times around the copper wire. Then put the connector on, squeeze that on with your needle nose pliers. Go to the other side, do the exact same thing, twist it clockwise 3 or 4 turns around the copper wire, squeeze the connector on, and you're ready to go again for another at least 50 flashes. Now I take a little flash cotton, I sprinkle a little sparkle powder on here, and I leave the cotton kind of loose. You want it to be sort of loose and not tight. I just push that right under that wire, pull it out, pull it through to the other side. Can move the wires around, and I just let that sit in there somewhat loosely. A bunch of flash cotton right there. It becomes invisible once your glass, the flash glass, which is a diminishing glass, you'll see there's an extra glass insert on the inside, and it is also a bottomless glass, so you can produce or vanish things with the glass. Once this glass is sitting over the cotton, it's pretty invisible. And then also once you put the liquid in there, it's completely invisible. Now you have this little squeeze bulb that allows you the perfect amount of liquid in here. I usually just fill this glass maybe 1/4 inch from the top, and then use the squeeze bulb to pull that liquid into the bulb. Now you'll see that this is very easy, makes it very easy to fill the glass. I'm using some Kool-Aid, you could use coffee. I like to use a transparent liquid. And when I have this, you don't really have to have it filled all the way up. Which, as a matter of fact, you don't want to have it filled all the way up, and I'll explain why later. So there we have our glass of liquid. And this is nice because it doesn't spill, and you can carry the right amount of liquid. You don't have to, you know exactly what you're doing here. So here's your glass of liquid. Now it's a diminishing glass, and this will pour easily and directly into the 1 ounce glass. So, and I also have a napkin that I folded into quarters, and I use this for a reason. I'll show you here. I put this on the bottom of the glass because the liquid might be hot, but really, as you pour the liquid from this glass, because it's bottomless, some of the liquid will come back down the inside of the glass, and this keeps that liquid from falling out. So they realize there's no bottom to the glass, so this absorbs that whatever liquid will fall. And you also want to pour it rapidly. So if you pour it slow, more liquid is going to fall out the back. So the faster you make this little pour, just dump it all at once, you'll have very little liquid or none. And you don't want to get too close to the top. I leave it right by that little ledge you can see in there. That keeps less liquid from coming out the bottom also. So we have a battery in here, we have our flash cotton in here. Now all we need to do is set the glass on top of that. And you can use a story. I like to use a story of this is, whoa, there's a button on the left hand side here. I feel where that button is. I'm holding the tray. The liquid is on here. This is a very hot energy drink here, whatever you want to say. when you push on the button, you'll see the flash comes out and also a little flame. There's some reaction with that plastic and the flash that causes an actual flame in there. So you can say, oh, the liquid is very hot. I'll use this little hot pad napkin here as a hot pad. And now there's no white spot there, so you don't have to worry about flashing anything there. I put this on the bottom. I come over here, pour this very rapidly, and it diminishes. So now you've gotten two tricks. You've got the flash, absolutely no liquid spilled out that time. You can drink this if you want, and now the glass can be used to produce an item. Say, oh, that's amazing. So if anything you could palm into a Ramsey Subtlety because it's a bottomless glass, you can come over here and cover the glass slightly, and then boom, produce something from the glass. A sponge ball is very, very easy and nice to produce from there. You could also use the glass to vanish something. You have a pair of dice here, or a coin goes into the glass, rattle it a little bit. My fingers are up in front of here so that as it drops out, they can't see that. I take it with the other hand, point, boom, and it's gone. So you could use this to produce an item, vanish an item, diminish the liquid, any liquid drink you want. And this I've just palmed into this hand, and you again use a Ramsey Subtlety to make it vanish. I think you'll really love Flash Glass. Enjoy the Magic by G. Sparks. And remember to use a strong battery. I use a good strong battery that's well charged. If you start getting your flash, this isn't not happening within 3 seconds, your battery's probably too low. Put in a new battery, Duracell, just like the Rabbit. It always works. Okay, thanks, and enjoy the magic.